So I just learned about the 4B movement fairly recently, and it just goes to show that women around the world are no longer dealing with a lot of XY's ish. I feel like there's a collective conscious shift happening. And, we're in the age of Aquarius, we're in the age of information, we're in the age of community. Women are coming together in community with one another, and they're just realizing the truth of their positions in life and deciding, I don't want that. They saw what their mothers had to go through, they saw what their grandmothers had to go through. And people, especially like those manosphere type of guys, they love to say, like, oh, women initiate 70% of all divorces. Women are more likely to like leave a marriage. I wonder the FY. I wonder the FY, you know? People always want to look at women's reactions. That's what abusers do, by the way. They want to look at your reaction, but they never want to look at the cause of the reaction. There's a cause and effect. They see the effect and they're like, oh, look at the effect, everyone, look at the effect. What was the freaking cause, though? What made them do this extreme? Like, what made them react so extremely? The 4B movement did not come out of nowhere. Women didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, let's screw over the men. Let's make life difficult for men. Let's just decide not to have children just for fun. Let's just screw up society for fun. They didn't do that. Things were happening to them. Things were happening to them that they had to take this extreme measure and say, we need to distance ourselves for self-preservation. This looks like self-preservation to me, and I am all for it. If this is what they feel they need to do in order to live safe and happy and fulfilling lives where they're not being targeted and suffering, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I do remember seeing like a article a few months ago about how Korean men were attacking, not all of them obviously, but some Korean men who were very misogynistic were actually attacking women with short hair. Just for having short hair, they felt like, oh, they're a feminist. And in their society, the men feel even more emboldened to just attack people who they deem as feminists. Like, it's real sick. And this whole like anti-woman mindset is all around the world. Unfortunately, it is everywhere. There are foreign women teaching in South Korean schools, talking about how crazy the young boys are talking to the young girls, how crazy and disrespectful they can be towards the teachers. Y'all, times are changing. People are not standing for disrespect anymore. None of us came into this earth, well, unless you believe in certain spiritual ideals, none of us came to this planet having decided and picked and chosen our skin color, our gender, our sexuality. We just came. We just came, okay? It does not make sense to hate people for simply being alive. It is freaking, that's insane. That's a mental illness. Get help. But in all seriousness, I feel like I went off on a tangent a bit. In all seriousness, I am all for people, whether men, women, boys, girls, gay, straight, non-binary, bisexual, whatever. Do what you need to do to preserve your own life, your energy, your happiness. That's what matters at the end of the day. So if these women feel like the 4B movement is what's going to preserve their lives and make sure that they have their best lives, I'm not complaining. The only people who are really mad, of course, are people who are abusers, people who are users. Of course they're going to be mad. Good. Be mad. Change your ways. Anyways, like, follow, share, and don't forget to subscribe. It only takes a second and it is free. And thank you to all the new followers, and thank you to all the old followers. Well, y'all are all pretty new because this is a newer channel, but thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. Appreciate y'all.